Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, welcome to Army Public School PMA Kakul Resource Network. I'm your teacher Safina Jahanzev. Before we start our today's subject, Social Studies, students, please subscribe the page and click the bell icon. Today we are going to discuss about the third chapter of the book, and the name of the chapter is Our Past and Our Present. Dear students, before starting our today's lecture, I want to clear that our today's lecture is basically divided into two sections. In first section, we will discuss about the syllabus of 7th week, and in second section we will briefly discuss about the syllabus of 8th week. So in this way, our today's lecture is basically have two sections. So let's start our today's lecture, which is based on 7th week, and the topic of the 7th week syllabus is our past and our present. Okay students, now we are going to start our today's lecture, and we will discuss about the syllabus of the 7th week. Students, we have some objectives in this lecture, and in the last we will be able to achieve all these objectives. So first of all, we are going to discuss chapter number 3 of the book, and the name of chapter is Our Past and Our Present. The objectives which we will try to achieve through our today's lecture will be, first of all, history of the earth. We will discuss about all historical points related to the earth. Then identify prehistoric, stone age, metal age, and modern age. In the last, we will discuss about some early civilization in Pakistan. So the first civilization which we will discuss in today's lecture will be Soan Valley, Mehergarh, MohenjoDaro, and Harappa. Students, now we will start our today's lecture, and the first topic, the first point of the lecture will be historical background of the earth. Students, we will discuss briefly the history of the earth and humans, and we will define all historical ages of humans in detail. The archaeologists tell us about history of earth is 1.5 million years ago in the prehistoric age. The earth is millions of years old. Over the observations of archaeologists, humans first traced on the earth in East Africa. Humans developed the basic form of tools for survival. And then humans were hunters and moved from place to place in search of food. Students, in this slide now we are going to describe first of all about prehistoric age. What is prehistoric age? So according to prehistoric age means the age or time when no events were recorded or written down. Archaeologists, people who study ancient buildings and other physical remains to discover the history of humans from the prehistoric age for which there are no written records. Study of this field is called archaeology. Now identification of some letters AH, BC and AD. AH. AH represents the number of years after the hijrah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, from Mecca to Medina and is used in the Islamic lunar calendar. BC. The letter BC, before Christ, is used to represent the number of years before the birth of Jesus Christ. Now, what is AD? The letter AD is used to show the number of years since the birth of Jesus Christ. The letter AD and BC are used in Gregorian or Christian or solar calendars. So students, these were some terms which are used in our today's lecture. So we have tried to know about these letters. So students, now we are going to discuss about division of early history of humans. We will read, we will define the history of humans in different eras or different phases. So archaeologists have divided the early history of humans into different ages which are named after the materials used by people of that time. These early ages of humans are, the first one is the Stone Age, second Metal Age, and the third one is Modern Age or current age of the humans. Students, now in this slide we are going to define the Stone Age through a paragraph in your book, and the page number of your book 31, we are going to read about this age, the Stone Age. About 3 lakhs years ago, humans appeared in many parts of the world. They learned to make fire by rubbing together 2 pieces of wood or stone. We know that they lived in caves, as we have discovered pictures of animals painted on the walls of some caves. They hunted animals using tools made from stone, wood, and animal bones. They invented bows and arrows and bone spread heads for catching fish. Later, about 10,000 years ago, humans started to make shelters with leaves, mud, and stones. They learned to plant crops and cultivate small fields. They started to make settlements near lakes and rivers in order to have access to water and food, and started to tame animals for farming because they were living a settled way of life. Professions like farming, fishing, pottery, and jewelry making started. So, it defines the stone age of humans and the lifestyle they were following. Students, in this slide, now we are going to discuss another era, which is Metal Age. Students, we will see how humans transferred from prehistoric age towards Metal Age. Students, here we have a paragraph which is taken from your book, and the heading of this paragraph is Metal Age. Here we have three metals: copper, bronze, and iron. These metals were commonly used in that era. The metals gold and copper were first discovered about 7,000 years ago. As gold is soft and rare, it was used to make jewelry, plates, and cups. Copper, which is harder than gold and more plentiful, was used to make weapons and tools. Later, bronze, which is made by combining copper and tin, was used to make weapons and tools until iron was discovered. Metal tools were sharper and stronger than those made of stone, wood, and bone. Students, these are different metals which were used in Metal Age. Gold, copper, bronze, and irons were common metals which are used in making of different tools. Students, now we have a diagram which is taken from your textbook, and the page number is 32. The topic is how humans made progress in different ages. Students, through this diagram, we will try to define the living style of humans in different ages. We will discuss about the tools and the food which they were used in different ages. So first of all, we will define their houses in Stone Age. Students, humans were lived in caves in Stone Age. They didn't have any proper shelter system at that time. But with the passage of time, in Metal Age, humans tried to build their houses by different metals. And in modern age, we have the latest form or the advanced living style of humans. Tools. Students, the tools used in Stone Age was basically made of bones, stones, but with passage of time in Metal Age, these tools were made of different metals like iron, copper, and now we have the latest form of these tools, and we can more effectively use these tools for different purposes. Food. In Stone Age, the humans were basically hunters. They moved from place to place in search of food. But with the passage of time, humans started cultivation to meet their food needs. And now we have in modern age the latest machinery to meet our food needs. So students, now we have the next topic of early civilization in Pakistan, and it is the syllabus of 8th week. Students, this is the second section of the presentation, and we will describe important early civilizations in Pakistan in detail. Students, here we have an other diagram of Pakistan's map. We will discuss about archaeological sites in Pakistan. Pakistan contains some of the oldest archaeological discoveries of the world. The country is home to many archaeological sites like Mehergarh. Mehergarh is present in Balochistan province. MohenjoDaro. MohenjoDaro is basically located in Sindh. Harappa, which is existing in Punjab province. So students, in next slides, we will discuss about all these archaeological sites briefly. Students, so now we are going to describe the early civilization in Pakistan. So, first of all, we will define the definition of civilization. A civilization is the way of life of a community during a particular period of time in a particular part of the world. Here we have different civilizations in Pakistan, like Sohan Valley, Mehergarh, MohenjoDaro, and Harappa. So, students, in our coming slides, we will try to define all these important civilizations which exist in Pakistan. So now we are going to define about different civilization in Pakistan. So in this regard, the first civilization is Soan Valley. Students, Soan Valley is located in Punjab province. Archaeologists found that this valley or civilization belongs to Prehistoric Age. So now Soan Valley civilization dates back to the Stone Age. It is situated in the Soan River valley in the northwest of Khushab district in the Punjab. Archaeologists have found evidence of stones, tools such as axes. Students, in this diagram, we have a ruined building or remainings of that civilization. And the condition of this building shows how much this civilization is old. So students, now we have the civilization of Mehergarh. Students, this civilization is the oldest or earliest civilization in the history of the earth. Students, this civilization is based in Balochistan province. So Mehergarh civilization. Mehergarh remains one of the earliest civilization in Pakistan, and it dates back to around 8000 BC. It was excavated by a team of French archaeologists in 1976 at Mehergarh in Balochistan. This civilization situated at the foot of Bolan Pass in Balochistan. Evidence of ornaments made of seashells, painted pottery, and cultivation of wheat and barley were found. Students, now we are going to define another civilization which exists in Pakistan is MohenjoDaro civilization. Students, MohenjoDaro civilization is present in the province of Sindh. This civilization is also counts in one of the earliest civilizations in the world. So now let's define Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro is part of Indus Valley civilization located near Larkana in the province of Sindh. British archaeologists discovered the site in 1922. Studies showed that it dates back to 3500 BC. Inhabitants of this civilization settled near the river Indus and grew wheat, maize, and cotton. They used to trade with people of Mesopotamia, which is now based on present Iran and Iraq. Highly skillful people, they made pottery, cooking pots, tools, and cotton fabric. The city had wells and a good drainage system. Mohenjo-daro civilization ended in 1500 BC, but the reason of their destruction no one knows. This civilization shows the people of the Indus Valley were peaceful and well developed. So, students, this was my today's lecture. Hopefully, each and every point related to the topic is quite clear. So, students, now I would like to say thank you to all and goodbye.